Now at 6, many protesters are trying to stick it to big business by keeping their wallets shut today. We'll explain the financial impact this protest could have and why local shops hope this changes the way you choose to spend.
The weekend is here, but will our beautiful weather be sticking around? Plus, we'll explain if we could see a return of winter anytime soon.
And close to 1,000 federal workers in Washington are now out of a job. We'll explain what services are available to help them get back on their feet. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
A day of no spending. That is how many across the country are protesting today against large corporations, billionaires, and politicians.
An economic blackout day initiated by a grassroots organization started at 12:01 a.m. and will go through midnight. But why? It's to prove that people are the actual economy. But will this make a difference? Our Alexandra Koenyarts joins us live from downtown. And Alexandra, you've got some insight from economists on this.
That's right, Derek, and they tell me it is really hard to tell at this point the kind of impact we will see, yet that the attention this has gotten could mean for a real effect. Here in downtown Spokane, businesses have truly united around this economic blackout with the hope of reminding you, the consumer, how much power you have.
And you get 10 cents back.
Having a little chat, being able to walk around and look at beautiful things from around the world. And you really do not get that type of connection if you're just clicking a button and ordering something on Amazon.
It is something most of us have done, convenient and fast. But what are the long-term impacts of consumption from these major corporations?
As a small business, we feel more and more every day, sadly, the encroachment of Amazon, Target, Walmart.
Jillian Joseph is the owner of Kazuri, a fair trade store in downtown Spokane. For her, today is representation of the purchasing power we all have by abstaining from spending money at big corporations and instead supporting small businesses that align with our values. A few blocks away lies Jupiter's Book Eye Cafe, a small business that opened its doors recently. The shop realizes that not everyone will participate on this day. The hope is that instead it acts as a reminder that it is people who decide where money goes.
This is an opportunity to remind ourselves and those in power that we do have that control and that we do have the opportunity to really shift the tide towards the future that we want.
Both businesses acknowledge that 24 hours might not be what makes a big difference, but that it could be a start.
But it does send a message.
Boycotts have long been used for influencing companies, and economists tell me that while this might not have a big impact on revenue, it could really change a company's behavior. The organization behind this national boycott has several others planned in March. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Koenyarts, 4 News Now.
King County Public Health announced an infant has the first reported case of measles in Washington this year. The department announced the child was exposed while traveling overseas. The county did not say if the child was vaccinated.
And health officials still say making sure your child is vaccinated is the best way to prevent him or her from getting sick. But over the years, we've seen a decline in vaccination rates. According to the Washington Department of Health, only 86% of kindergartners in Spokane County received a measles vaccine during the 2023-2024 school years. The numbers are even lower in Idaho, where roughly 79% of kids in that age group were vaccinated against measles.
Keep our whole population healthy, we need to have a certain high rate of vaccination in order to not have these outbreaks.
And doctors worry with the growing distrust in vaccines, more and more people will get the measles, which can affect not only unvaccinated children, but also those who are immunocompromised. All right, you can leave your heavy coats at home this weekend because we're going to be in the 50s.
Yeah. How long is it going to last, though? That's the question. And can we bring out the rain boots? That's what my daughter wants to know. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker has your first alert forecast.
Oh, you know, we are going to be talking a lot about changes not only in the 7-day forecast, but even beyond later in the newscast. Let's live in the moment for a moment, though, because it is so rare to have such beautiful weather on the last day of February, and it is so warm. Clear, mostly clear skies out there. A few high clouds, and it is still 53 degrees in Spokane as the Chief fans are showing up for tonight's games. Maybe take just a moment and look at the parade of planets. It is peaking tonight, and now is the best time to see it. If you want to go out and take a look to the west to find your bearings. I always look for Venus first. That's always the most obvious. And even if you don't see anything but Venus on a beautiful, clear February night, it is gorgeous. But then you typically find Jupiter fairly easy. Mars will have that reddish hue. If you want to see Neptune and Uranus, you might need, well, you will need some binoculars or a telescope, and you'll want to look now because it will be a while before we'll be able to see it again, maybe again tomorrow night. High temperatures today were well above average, about 15 degrees above average, including a couple spots in the 60s, and we are going to see even more 60s tomorrow. Here's a look at your Saturday planner. Heading up to a high of 60 degrees, 44 is our average high. 32 to start the day, lots of sunshine. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. Well, jury selection, genetic genealogy, and the death penalty, all topics I cover with ABC News legal analyst Matt Murphy in the Moscow murders case. Murphy is a former prosecutor who has extensive experience with high-profile homicides like the Golden State Killer and the dating game killer. He's heard the same arguments made by the defense in Bryan Kohberger's case to throw out genetic genealogy. Here's some of what he had to say.
And those that have read the defense motions on this, it looks like it may be a real issue. If I had to guess, this is not the first time this has been argued by defense teams. It hasn't been successful yet, and I don't think it's going to be successful here.
The full conversation, including why Murphy said he can only dream of what a jury in Boise will look like, right now on KXLY.com.
Well, if you're a federal employee, job security might be one of your top concerns right now.
Nearly 1,000 Washingtonians are without a job because of the federal budget cuts. If you've been impacted by these cuts, Marissa Rios shares the resources that are available to you.
Since February 14th, the Washington State Employment Security Department says it's received about 29 unemployment claims a day from federal employees alone.
Since the beginning of the year, we have seen around 880 total claims from federal employees. Now, while that is a small percentage of our overall average initial claims, for federal employees specifically, it's about 100% increase compared with what we saw during the same time period last year.
Here in Spokane County, there are over 5,100 federal employees. Some have been affected.
I spoke with a few employees who were laid off here at the Mann Grandstaff VA Medical Center. None feel comfortable enough to go on camera. One telling me that they are still in shock, and another telling me they don't want to jeopardize the possibility of them getting their job back.
When we asked the VA Medical Center how many federal employees have been laid off, we didn't receive a number, but received this statement that read in part, Mann Grandstaff VAMC has dismissed a limited number of probationary staff this month. This decision will have no negative effect on veteran health care, benefits, or other services. One employee who was recently laid off did feel these layoffs could affect veterans. If you've been affected by these cuts, ESD says it's here to help.
We have WorkSource offices around the state that are there to help. There's one in Spokane. It's a great office. I've been there many times, and our staff there are ready and prepared to help with future job search or any other needs you have.
ESD also has a page dedicated for federal employees with what they need to know when they're applying for benefits. In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
And for a list of resources, you can visit our website, KXLY.com.
Still ahead.
But you're either going to make a deal or we're out.
Negotiations break down in the White House over the future of the war in Ukraine, what the Ukrainian president wanted in exchange for minerals, and why the U.S. wants them in the first place. Still ahead.
And a woman got to thank the first responders in Spokane Valley who saved her life when she suffered a severe heart attack. See their emotional reunion and the skills she says everyone needs to know next on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Countdown to the Oscars with Robin Roberts. Friday night on ABC.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
Individuals, couples, and families. You could get a refund of up to $1,290 back on taxes paid last year, as well as refunds for 2023 and 2022. Learn more at workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
Thanks to Horizon Credit Union, we're helping lots of special babies for the next step by making Maddie's place a little bit more like home.
We're here volunteering. Horizon Credit Union, KXLY, it's the whole community coming together.
The 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
Most of the time, the last time I see a patient is when I close the doors on the ambulance and they're off to the hospital. And
First responders often meet people on their worst days, never seeing them again or even knowing if they survive. But today, 2 years after nearly losing a woman to a cardiac arrest, Spokane Valley firefighters got to give her a heartfelt hug, feeling the rewards of their tireless efforts to help her survive.
This is their first meeting since her heart stopped, and she brought them something special to keep them going. Hunter Bertram takes us to the emotional reunion.
Karma Slinkard fought hard to be here today. On September 12th of 2022, paramedics declared her dead 3 times.
It's amazing that you guys get to talk to a ghost, huh?
A widowmaker nearly killed her with no signs of it coming at all.
I went to wash my hair and I couldn't, so I went to bed.
She closed her eyes for what could have been the last time. When she opened them again, she found herself in a hospital bed after a week in an induced coma.
It's kind of cool because you get fresh aspect on life. So.
That new life we'll get to shortly. But first, from the moment she woke up from that coma, all she's wanted to do is support those who didn't give up on her.
Since you're in the business of saving lives, I thought you deserved a few extra. Thankfully, these lifesavers don't require CPR.
Yes, these only cost a few bucks, but it's the message she wants them to think about each time they unwrap one.
They're my lifesavers, and my lifesaver candy was just a tribute so they could have their own lifesavers that didn't require CPR. Because, well, they did enough on me.
This crew did CPR for an hour on her, administering 10 electric shocks and 9 doses of epinephrine. These bowls of candy,
I think that's fuel for us to keep doing what we do.
Now for Karma's new life mission, asking everyone to learn CPR.
You're saving somebody that wouldn't have had a chance without you.
Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
So sweet to see that reunion. A puppy rescued from a house fire in Moscow last week will make a full recovery thanks to the team at Washington State University's Veterinary Teaching Hospital. Meet Yuna. The 5-month-old pit bull mix suffered a smoke inhalation and was rushed to WSU and placed on a ventilator. Within 48 hours, she was breathing on her own and feeling so much better. She's a cutie. Yuna's owner saying she will be thankful for the rest of her life, saying in part, stuff can be dealt with and replaced and our house can be rebuilt. I'm just grateful for the fact that I have my husband and my daughter and at least 2 of our animals.
For things to know about your weather, it is going to be an amazing weekend, unseasonably warm. We will start a cooling trend next week with the possibility of showers. I'll take you through day by day in the 7-day forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap & Associates. Wing Sales has huge selection and expert installation on gas, pellet, electric, and wood stoves.
For warehouse pricing, delivery, and expert installation, it's Wing Sales, safes, stoves, and more.
Visit our warehouse, showroom corner of Trent and Freya.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too. I am in.
I'm in. I'm in too.
I'll be here.
Fred's Appliance and 4 News Now are teaming up for the Great American Flag Swap. On March 28th, bring your old, tattered flag to any Fred's location, and in exchange, you'll receive a new flag with help from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. Let's thank veterans and military families who are serving.
Fred's Appliance is proud to partner with 4 News Now for the Great American Flag Swap. We honor the sacrifices of our military families and veterans. Visit Fred's Appliance today, trusted for over 60 years, where we sell appliances, only appliances.
Wing Sales has huge selection and expert installation on gas, pellet, electric, and wood stoves.
For warehouse pricing, delivery, and expert installation, it's Wing Sales, safes, stoves, and more.
Visit our warehouse, showroom corner of Trent and Freya.
I'm ready for my life to change.
March 9th. Good luck. Come out with the golden tickets.
Amazing.
You're going to Hollywood! Idol's next chapter begins.
This show is for people that have the talent, have the dream, and they just need a chance.
Plus, after the Oscars, an Idol special preview with an exclusive first look at auditions.
One of the best I've heard ever.
Well, one of the most popular roller coasters at Silverwood is getting a seismic upgrade this year. According to the theme park, the track for Tremors has been replaced with a new steel track for a much smoother and quieter ride. And on top of that, they've added a second car, which means more thrills and less time waiting in line. And that's really good news, because if you've been on Tremors, you know that line can get real lengthy on a nice day. And then also, it's pretty rickety. Like, you shake around quite a bit.
Isn't that part of the fun?
Yes, thank you.
Part of the fear
Part
fun.
of the charm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is seaworthy. Am I going to be okay? No, I suppose it's
We'll
all
wait for the initial reviews.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. Wow, we have a beautiful weekend to start thinking about spring and summer things. Well, before we take a step back to reality, and we'll be talking a lot more about that as the newscast goes. But first, gorgeous Friday night in progress. I saw so many motorcycles out today. Everybody's got spring fever. It's 53 and partly cloudy in Spokane. We've just had a few clouds drifting through. 49 with clear conditions. conditions in Coeur d'Alene. We're heading down to overnight lows right about freezing in most locations. Few spots getting into the 20s, but boy, we're going to be warming up tomorrow. Look at all the 60s on the map, including Spokane, St. Mary's, 61 in Pullman, 63 in Ritzville, and 60 in Grand Coulee, 62 in Moses Lake, and 66 in Lewiston. I'm jumping ahead 24 hours or 23, and for our forecast radar, clear skies tomorrow throughout the day and through Saturday night as well. As we get into Sunday early morning, right on the far left-hand side of the screen, you could start to see some clouds approaching. Here's 9 a.m. Sunday. Will be partly cloudy on Sunday, and as we get right around sunset, we'll start to see our sunset filtered through a few more clouds, and then even more coming in late Sunday night and into Monday early morning. That's when we start to see a few scattered showers developing around the region. That's the closest I can come to any weather dramatics over the next 7 days. It's just going to be fairly calm. We will have a 20% chance of measurable rain Monday, Tuesday, 30% chance on Wednesday. Anything that we do receive will be very, very light, most likely a trace to a few hundredths of an inch. We are going to cool down, but we're going from well above average to still above average. We'll be right around the upper 40s to 50 degrees through the rest of the 7-day forecast. This white line right here is our average high in the mid 40s. Beautiful weekend. Even though we will have a few clouds increasing on Sunday, I don't know that you'll notice it's going to be so beautiful. A little bit cooler through next work week with the possibility of some showers, and overnight lows through the 7-day forecast will be right in the 30s.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Well, improvements are coming to a Spokane County park.
The county's in the process of purchasing 8 acres near Fish Lake, right next to its existing park. The Fish Lake Regional Park is right off of Cheney Spokane Road, and the county wants to purchase this land and then renovate the entire park. Madeline Mullins went out to Fish Lake today to see the improvements people want to see.
When the sunshine comes out, so do the people who want to take advantage of it.
Taking advantage of the Pacific Northwest with the trails and the trees in the area.
But with more people, more problems arise. Problems like trash, unmaintained bathrooms, and not enough parking.
I feel like the parking could be improved, definitely.
The county agrees that more and more people are visiting the area, which is why they want to purchase this property and redo all 75 acres of the Fish Lake Regional Park, starting with this land bought from the Myers family. And once the county owns this land, they say one of the first things they're going to do is demolish this building and this one.
We'll be excited to try to prepare a somewhat clean slate, if you will, to develop that future vision with the community.
And the county wants to hear from the community about what improvements they would want to see.
Maybe a bigger area for, as the area is growing, maybe more people can use. I personally have 2 dogs that I take out every day, and so having more areas that offer accessibility for people and their pets, I think it would benefit the community greatly.
More access to the great outdoors. That's exactly what the county hopes to bring with this purchase.
It's a great way to recreate, to de-stress, family space. It's just adds such value to our quality of life.
The county hopes to complete this purchase in a few months and start to work with the community on the planning phase by the end of 2025. In Spokane County, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Well, a possible trade of U.S. military support for access to critical minerals between the U.S. and Ukraine may be dead in the water. Why experts say even if the deal goes through, it would take decades before we'd see any benefits. After the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Do you really think you can fix this? You should have just called Andy's.
I can fix it. It's just a little...
We're freezing. You should have called Andy's. Yeah, they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Should have called Andy's.
Don't be like this guy. Call Andy's Heating and Cooling. So when the weather does this, your family does this. Go to andysheating.com for details on the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Carrier, turn to the experts.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Atlas with 1.9% APR for 60 months or a $3,500 bonus. Drive home your dream SUV today.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we love the sound and excitement of winning. So much so that we've paid out over $73 million in 2024. That's a lot of woohoos. That's music to our ears.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
What was supposed to be a diplomatic meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and President Donald Trump turned into a shouting match.
Zelensky saying he did not want to make a deal to end the war and share mineral resources with the U.S. unless he received security guarantees to prevent Russian aggression, pointing to promises Putin had broken in the past.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about?
Local lawmakers criticizing the president. Senator Patty Murray posting on X, this president is proving again and again he's a useful idiot for Putin and a damn disgrace.
But our local U.S. Representative Michael Baumgartner is now calling for President Zelensky to step down, saying he's now twice backed out on signing an agreed-upon deal over those mineral rights. Baumgartner, who also sits on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, released a statement reading, "The West needs U.S. and Ukrainian leadership trust on confronting Russia. After today, that likely requires a new Ukrainian leader. For the good of his country, he should step down and allow an interim leader before new elections can be held." What a mess. Well, according to ABC News, Trump demanded Zelensky leave the White House and come back when he's serious about making a deal.
But why does the U.S. want access to these minerals in the first place? CNN's Brian Abel explains why these resources are so attractive to the U.S.
A possible agreement between the United States and Ukraine could provide the U.S. access to some of Ukraine's natural resources, specifically critical minerals.
Nickel, copper, cobalt, lithium, uranium, graphite,
and rare earth minerals.
Neodymium is an important one, praseodymium, terbium, scandium, dysprosium.
Access to these resources is in U.S. national interest. The minerals are ingredients for energy technologies, modern tech like semiconductors, and are critical to national security.
Rare earths are absolutely vital for almost every form of defense technology. They're in fighter jets, warships, lasers, missiles, tanks.
One of the likely reasons President Trump pushed for the deal now is geopolitical.
90% of the world's rare earths are processed by China. So they have a particularly dominant hold on it. Tension with China is simmering hot right now, and we have seen China roll out more mineral export restrictions.
The abundance of Ukraine's rare earth minerals that would be available to the U.S., however, is still unclear. And experts say with needed geological mapping and mining infrastructure still to be built, the fruits of a deal would not be immediate.
The U.S. won't actually see the benefit for the better part of 20 years because on average globally, it takes 18 years to build a new mine.
In Washington, Brian Abel reporting.
Well, is our recent streak of gorgeous weather a glimpse of spring or just another infamous false spring?
Meteorologist Matt Gray explains if winter could make a dramatic return. Coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Are you a daredevil who drives on empty to see if you can make it? At Numerica, you'll find money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
The Working Families Tax Credit isn't just for families. Individuals and couples can apply too. See if you or your family are eligible for this tax refund at workingfamiliescredit.wad.gov/eligibility.
What have we got? The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low. Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur-Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
It was a breath of fresh air, the entire performance.
What they did tonight was a form of medicine.
You can feel the love, the compassion, the tenderness there. It's a real spiritual experience.
We need this in our lives.
Tickets at Genuine.com.
You can do anything.
We're getting a glimpse of the future.
The Oscars.
Hosted by me, Conan O'Brien.
Sunday, March 2nd, live on ABC and Hulu.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
All right, here is a live look at Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena, where the Spokane Chiefs are preparing to take on the Wenatchee Wild in about 30 minutes from now. And even after this game, it's going to be a decently warm walk back to your car.
Yeah, but will our spring-like temperatures be sticking around through the entire weekend? Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker's here to help us plan for the weekend.
You know, the weekend looks amazing, and that walk to the car, not bad. 51 degrees at 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 45 degrees. So in the 40s in February is not too bad, with beautiful skies and a planet alignment in progress. It is a nice night to be out and about. Tomorrow, we're going to start the day down around freezing, but warm up quickly. By 10 o'clock, we're already in the mid-40s with bright blue skies, sunshine, light winds, highs in the 50s by noon, and we are heading up to our high of 60 degrees for the first time this season. Another gorgeous night to try to catch that planetary alignment. I'll talk a little bit more about that coming up later in the news. But first, here are 4 things to know about your weather. An amazing weekend, unseasonably warm. There is a cooling trend next week with the possibility of some showers. Kirsten?
All right, Chris, thank you. And this beautiful weather is bringing everybody out of hibernation, including probably the most adorable example, this river otter caught sunbathing on the river this week.
Yeah, Mullane Williams took these amazing photos in the right place at the right time. Our Jordan Smith went down to Riverfront Park to try to find that otter for himself, and he joins us from the park with the latest on his search efforts.
We're out here trying to search for the most dangerous predator in these waters.
the river otter. Last seen on this statue here behind me. And we've got all the stuff to try to lure this guy out of his hiding spot. We brought trail mix. Our photographer has sushi in his pocket. And yes, we are getting paid for this. We knew tracking this otter down would be an uphill battle, but we had a lot going for us. Blue skies and long overdue sunshine. The same weather that brought this guy into the spotlight to begin with. After a half hour of dead ends, I decided to enlist some help. Have you seen this otter? Are you guys keeping an eye out for this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find that otter, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and me both. Hey, if you find it, will you send us a photo?
Yeah.
Perfect. With Miles' enthusiasm, our chances likely tripled. But as I looked around, I noticed a certain energy. This weather brought a kind of zen to the park. The weather's actually really nice today. Musician Jack Brash was inspired enough to break out the guitar and give people a show. Do you know what Sarah meant when she said? All just to give strangers something to smile about. The otter, not even on his radar. Have you seen this otter?
No, I have not.
This is gonna be a top priority after you're done playing, right?
All right, yeah.
Track this guy down. And then there was Ed and Marianne.
We're here to celebrate our 50th anniversary. It feels joyful.
How did that happen so fast?
Beautiful moments in beautiful weather.
Thank you.
While our search for Ollivander, the river otter, came up empty, it was amazing to see what a little sunshine can do. Lucky for you, there's still plenty of time to soak it in yourself. In Riverfront Park, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
We have questions.
Yeah, it's like, did Jordan come up with that name, Ollivander, or is that what people are calling him? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
Jordan's
he's not here. Well, with the beautiful weather, you may be wondering if this is just some false hope from Mother Nature.
Yeah, meteorologist Matt Gray has taken a long look ahead to see how long this spring weather might last.
Well, we all know there are seasons within the seasons here in the inland Northwest, and this year I think we skipped a few of these stages, but right now, I believe as we end the month of February, we are right here, false spring. After all, March averages almost 4 inches of snow in Spokane, and we have had snow into the first week of April 2 years in a row here. You add in a weak La Nina pattern that has been active since mid-January, and it just kind of feels like one of those classic scenarios where we hope the good times continue, but often they don't. So now that we've got the kind of the vibes of the situation out of the way, let's talk about what we know. What is our data saying about the next few weeks? Well, we've got a few resources. First is the weather models we use to help us make your 7-day forecast, and for the next few days, several days. They're keeping the weather mild for a while, so that's precipitation that's rain, not snow, 32 all the way at the bottom of this chart. But after about 10 days, things look a little cloudier, literally. All indications is that the weather becomes colder and more active in the western United States, including here in the inland Northwest at around mid-March, about 11 to 15 days from now. The weekly climate models that we look at too, here on your screen, you can see the blue here, the cold temperatures, the green there, showing something similar. Those odds for cooler and weather around the middle of the month. But will that be enough to bring an encore of winter weather? Well, that's probably too early to tell, but certainly knowing what we know about how things go this time of the year, that's probably the best chance for perhaps another round of winter until we get to next fall. Overall, the U.S. Climate Prediction Center calling for a higher chance of a wet and cool spring season. That's March through the end of May. So we can't write off winter weather for the season just yet. But at least we've still got this coming weekend to enjoy the best weather we've had around here in a long time.
And I'm usually all for an encore, but maybe not with the winter weather. Right. Chris is back with us, and Chris, today's a really big day for the First Alert Weather team.
Yes, bittersweet because Mark Peterson officially retired today. All week, our amazing morning crew made sure he went out in style, looking back at some of his craziest moments here on 4 News Now.
Yeah, I worked with Mark on Good Morning Northwest for over 12 years. We all know Mark is a huge personality, but he also has a huge heart, and he's full of surprises like this moment when he somehow snuck a live camel into our studio.
What day is it? What day? Come on.
You're gonna make
Mikey, what day? Get out! I knew if I annoyed you with hump day enough that this would really pay off.
Oh, this is the greatest surprise. You just blew us away.
Melanie, you want...
I can tell you're surprised, Derek.
Well, and the thing was, if you remember, that was a Geico commercial with like the office camel. Mike, what day is it? Hump day.
Yes.
And he was annoying us by reciting that commercial like so much in the days ahead, knowing that he was bringing that camel in. It was pretty hysterical, actually.
My gosh.
Sounds like him. And don't worry, we've told you this, but we'll tell you again. Meteorologist Matt Gray is going to be filling in his shoes, and he's going to do a great job of it. He's so awesome, really, really smart, and cares a lot about the team here at 4 News Now.
Yeah, looking for it. I think what did he say? He's like practicing his new sleep schedule, trying to get ready for Monday, I think.
Yes, he has. Going to bed early. He's looking forward to mornings.
Yeah.
So that's good for him. I would not want to do that, but he is actually really excited.
All right, good luck to Matt with that.
Well, we're just a day away from Gonzaga's regular season finale at San Francisco.
And the Zags need this win to lock up the 2 seed in the WCC tournament, so all of the pressure and eyes rest on the Zags down by the Bay. Jack Wallace breaks down what the Zags need to do to win coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Mystic Casino Hotel, home of jackpots, food, and fun.
One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another sandwich." 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Pick 2 of Arby's beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's. We have the meat.
Next ET, everything you need to know before Oscar Sunday, plus our buzzworthy TV breakdown.
It'll make you tingle a little bit.
Then Christina Ricci's ET retrospective, Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
In the shadows of nature's wild beauty, a deadly crime.
Park rangers recovering the body of a woman who fell to her death.
Tonight,
there were small things that didn't add up.
Now her daughter speaks out.
You've never told your story before.
2020 tonight on ABC.
We're just so close. The Zags 1 win away from clinching the #2 seed in the West Coast Conference Tournament, but now they have to face a stingy San Francisco squad that took the Zags to the brink in their last meeting. Gonzaga's keys to win boil down to a few big factors: containing USF stars Malik Thomas, who leads the conference in scoring, as well as Marcus Williams, continuing great second-half play like they did against Santa Clara, and most importantly, dominating the glass. You're seeing right there Braden Huff along with Graham Ike. They cooked in this last matchup. Ike had 18 points, 13 rebounds, helping the Zags score 52 points in the paint, out-rebounding the Dons 41-28. They only needed 4 three-pointers to beat USF by 11. These factors are well in Gonzaga's favors that would love the double bye all the way to the semifinal if they can get that win tomorrow. Tip-off at Chase Center is a late one, though, tomorrow at 8 p.m. And in case you missed it last night, we had the shot of the week, shot of the year. Eastern Washington men's basketball fell to Weber State. A miracle tip-in buzzer beater. Watch that. 0.4 seconds, Alex 2 tipped it in, a maddening shot just before March, a devastating heartbreaker for Eastern. They dropped to 10-19, 6-10 in conference play. WSU Cougs saving graces in their almost epic collapse against San Diego last night were both their starting seniors honored in Dane Erikstrup and Ethan Price, the two combining for an impressive 40 points to get the win. Two have been a huge pieces to the Cougs' success when they have succeeded this season, both transferring over from WSU from Eastern Washington, just like Coach David Riley effectively did too. All three of them spoke post-game on what a game like this meant to them.
Come in every single day with great spirit. They've been keeping the guys focused. They've attacked each day like they need to, and obviously they've had times where they've struggled, that things haven't gone their way. But I just think their focus has been a great example of what we want to build on.
Try not to think about it, but at some point it eventually hits you, and you're like, holy, this is my last game, you know? So I don't know. I enjoy it a lot.
I think the year flew by, and I think I kind of knew it was going to happen. But no, just to be able to kind of enjoy the moment, enjoy the game, have my family here is really special too. So yeah, it was really enjoyable.
The Cougs aren't done yet, hunting for a little bit of a better seed. They now play at the Pepperdine Waves tomorrow. Cougs need a win to clinch the 6th seed. They play tomorrow at 7 p.m. And tonight, Washington High School state basketball playoffs continue. We have at West Valley, boys 7-seeded Adna Pirates against the 2-seed Freeman Scotties. That's in 2B, already underway. So that started back at 6. 6-seeded Prosser Mustangs are against the still undefeated 3-seed Deer Park Lady Stags in 2A right after. That's at 8 p.m. At Central Valley High, we have right now the 17-seed Bellevue Wolverines against the 9-seed Ridgeline Falcons. And at 8 p.m., the hosts 1-seed CV Bears against 8-seed Meadowdale. We'll have highlights from all 4 of these games on Nightside. Spokane Chiefs return to the ice tonight against the Wenatchee Wild. We talked about that parking lot filling up earlier. Winners of 7 of their last 8 meetings, the Chiefs are so far this season. Wild are sitting at 9th out of 11 Western Conference teams. It's a far reach from Spokane up in 3rd, but they're 2nd in total points. Puck drop coming up pretty soon at 7:05 p.m. So if the playoffs started today, Chiefs at the 3 seed, they'll play the 6-seed Tri-City Americans. So what a wild first-round rivalry that would be.
Would be heated for sure.
And
oh yeah,
Jack, you've been enjoying some Chiefs games.
I love it. I love hockey. I love hockey season, but the warmth is a little bit better though.
For sure.
All right, Chris.
Well, it was warm today, 58 degrees, 2 degrees shy of our record of 60 set back in 1988. 44 is our average high. We'll get closer to average in the 7-day forecast. Not quite there. I'll be back with that after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, dining group, and bed is on sale. Or get 60 months, no interest. Shop today and save during the wall-to-wall sale only at Furniture Row.
Coeur d'Alene Casino is known for its big jackpots. But what about big appetites and bigger flavors? Your favorite Asian-inspired meals or made-to-order Firestone baked pizzas at our expanding food court. How about our delicious Southwest Pub American cuisine while enjoying traditional tribal hospitality? Or our culinary award-winning restaurant that speaks for itself. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino, we take mouth-watering flavors to a new level. The Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Winning is just the beginning.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing NeuroStim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At NeuroStim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
If it warms you up, cools you down, connects you, entertains you, if it fries it, freezes it, cooks it, curls it, dries it, washes it, lights it. With humble beginnings in Airway Heights and Cheney, we're now also serving Northern Idaho. And when electrical is the problem, you need Holiday. Fixed Rider is free. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off all Doctor's Choice mattresses. Check out the Colorado Twin for only $149.99 or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Countdown to the Oscars with Robin Roberts. Friday night on ABC.
Well, our across-the-street neighbors are having a party tonight, watching the parking lot fill up at the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena for the Chiefs game. It is a warm evening, 53 degrees right now, but I've been watching the sky to the west because it has been a beautiful showing of the 7 planets, and you'll get a chance to see it again tomorrow. It's going to be, it peaked tonight, but again tomorrow you'll have the chance to view this. My suggestion, if you're unfamiliar with this terrain, watch for Venus. That's going to be the brightest, most brilliant thing in the sky. And then look just to the north and south. You should be able to see Jupiter. Mars will have a little bit of a reddish hue to it. If you want to see Uranus, you will need strong binoculars or a telescope. And then it is a little bit trickier to see Neptune. You will also need a telescope or some binoculars. And Mercury and Saturn, very difficult to pick out because they will be setting into the twilight, but I think you can at least give it a try. You're going to see something cool, even if it's just Venus, which is always spectacular, I think. Saturday will be clear again, right about 6 o'clock when you're going to want to go out. There's 5 o'clock, clear through the evening. We're going to stay clear until we get into Sunday morning. We may start to see a few high clouds filtering our sunshine as the day goes on. Sunday at 7 o'clock, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies. Those clouds won't be especially thick, however, until we get into Monday morning, and that's when we bring in a chance of showers. It looks like any precipitation that we see next week is going to be very light. Some snow in the mountains, some rain down in the valleys, and temperatures will be cooling down, but not quite to average. Tomorrow, high of 60 degrees and sunshine. Still haven't figured out how I'm going to savor that day that's so rare. 55 on Sunday, and then we're going to see temperatures in the 40s. They say March comes in like a lion. I think that is not a lion, maybe an otter, since the otter was, it's coming in like an otter.
We can work with that, I think. Yeah. All right, with the spring-like weather this weekend, why not pack up the car and go on a little adventure? About 100 miles west of Spokane are 2 geographical wonders that were carved by Ice Age floods.
In this week's Air for Adventure, we're giving you a bird's-eye view of the area that offers miles of hiking trails and views of what was once the world's largest waterfall. Let's go for a ride now on the Air 4 drone over Grand Coulee and Moses Coulee.
It is amazing. You're standing on the edge of what was once the world's largest waterfall. Dry Falls is an amazing geological wonder, and most folks come here accidentally and they don't realize that they're standing on the edge of an example of one of the greatest massive flows of water that happened literally in the world. And the Ice Age floods dramatically carved out the land you're looking at. So literally as you drive west of Spokane on Highway 2, you're going to see a land that was carved out down to bedrock from floodwaters, massive floodwaters that poured through here. The last one was about 15,000 years ago, which in terms of geology, that's just a drop in the bucket. As you drop down on Highway 2, it dramatically opens up and you see, you call Moses Coulee. And Moses Coulee was eroded away by a similar force of nature.
Moses Coulee is like 50 miles long. In fact, it's as long as Grand Coulee. And it's almost as spectacular, but it's just harder to get to, and not as many people know about it. That's a spectacular place. I've written 2 guidebooks, self-guiding books for people to drive and hike and to discover the Ice Age floods. It's called On the Trail of the Ice Age Floods.
You're usually driving 65 and you miss the landscape here, and you have to get off Highway 2. You are in the heart of the Grand Coulee. And the Grand Coulee is an amazing geological feature that we talk about all the time. And the dividing line between the upper Grand Coulee and the lower Grand Coulee is right here. It is amazing. Beautifully, it is a gem in Washington State Parks for sure.
So gorgeous. Before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your comfort is Andy's priority. From installation to repair and even preventative maintenance. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
Thanks to Horizon Credit Union, we're helping lots of special babies for the next step by making Maddie's place a little bit more like home.
We're here volunteering. Horizon Credit Union, KXLY, it's the whole community coming together.
The 4 News Now Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
It's the All-American Sale at More Furniture. Celebrate the spirit of the season with unbeatable deals on furniture that's as timeless as America itself. Whether you're refreshing your living room, upgrading your dining space, or finding that perfect bed for sweet dreams, the All-American Sale has something for every room in your home. With great furniture and classic American style, this sale is a celebration of comfort, value, and you. Visit your local More Furniture today, where everyone gets more for less.
We have all your SUV options here at Post Falls Volkswagen. Choose the SUV with easy-to-use technology that best meets your needs and budget. There are so many choices, so take as many test drives as you want, and our knowledgeable staff will assist you with all the information you need.
Get the Tiguan with 0% APR or a $2,500 customer bonus. At Post Falls Volkswagen, it's easy to drive home your dream SUV.
Find SUV options at Post Falls Volkswagen. The home is 0000.
Countdown to the Oscars with Robin Roberts. Friday night on ABC.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, a new study has discovered the way our kids are spending their screen time is changing. We'll show you what's shifted in the last 5 years and how many hours a day most kids are spending with technology. That's tonight at 11.
And your weekend forecast, 60 on Saturday and sunny, 55 on Sunday with partly cloudy skies. I wouldn't count on a repeat of this weekend, next weekend, or the weekend after, so savor this sunshine. I've got a list of about 100 things I want to do, yeah.
It's a lot of people, I think, starting to get to work on their lawns and stuff.
And overwhelming. Like, you think about, okay, can I, go get the lawn done. I'm going to go, I don't know, rollerblading. Whatever you can do.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
All right, see you tonight at 11.